This is the master plan for Woodward's new corporate campus at the existing Lincoln Green site, the old Lincoln Green's golf course site. It's called the Woodward Technology Center, and it includes a master plan for not only their first phase buildings, but all their future buildings that they will build over time as well. There is also a commercial area planned along Lemay, across from the Walmart and Home Depot commercial area, and it includes about 30 acres of a river restoration area, really restored as a natural area, allowing the development to be north of that.
Sometime middle of August, we're going to come in and we're going to start the overlot grading process, which is moving a lot of dirt. We're going to have to move a lot of soil up to the top to get the buildings out of the floodplain.
What we're showing here is the proposed floodplain once Woodward has all of their site work done. The concept is for Woodward to come through and excavate this area through here and allow the river to flood this area more often, and then take the earth fill from here and bring it up to this site to elevate all of their buildings out of the floodplain. We've allowed the floodplain to get wider and kind of take up more room along the river corridor and build more riparian habitat through the floodplain itself.
So Platte River's portion of the Woodward project is to realign our transmission line, which dissects the Woodward property. As you can see, the green line indicates the existing transmission line. It's roughly 3/4 of a mile long. The new realignment will be to move it east and realign it along Lemay Avenue. And we will install new towers along this yellow line. There will be a tower here on all the white arrows. Those are all new towers. We'll be removing 9 poles and installing 7. The main benefit of doing this will be the city's going to recover roughly 2,400 feet of river corridor.
Part of the Woodward project will be getting 31 acres of natural area all along the river corridor here. We're going to be lowering all this ground. We'll be utilizing an old oxbow scar and creating a backwater channel here where we'll have an open water pond, but the backwater, when the river's high, will re-wet the wetlands in there. And then hopefully the idea being in a higher water event every 10 years or so, we would get enough water back in here and the ground would be low enough that we could get some cottonwood regeneration along the river again.
The trail along the Pooter isn't going to be closed probably till around December, but it will have to be closed.
The current trail goes right along the edge of the river here, like this. And then the new alignment is going to be pulled back off the river a little bit. As we go over here, you're going to cross over a little channel. We'll have a backwater channel coming in here, re-wetting the wetlands. People kind of rise up actually here, get a view, and come back down. In the beginning, it'll be a lot of construction, but in the long term, we're going to have a really beautiful natural area with lots of trees and native plants, helping to bring back some of the natural processes to as much as we can to this area.
We're going to be bringing in all our major traffic in off of Lemay. They're going to be right in and right out, so not to disrupt the traffic on Lincoln. That's kind of phase 1 of the project. That's what we're in line to do now. There's continued planning for the future office headquarters.
So this is a artist rendering of the facade for the new Woodward Industrial Turbomachinery Systems building. You can see the different elements of this, whether it's glass panels, metal panels, moving back into stone panels and to different elements within the building. There's a lot more glass than Woodward has traditionally been used to with this building. We have a 2-story office space that's going to have glass infused all the way front to back. Have a more dynamic space where we'll have light penetrating panels for the manufacturing areas that's typically not used to having natural light penetrate. We also have different corrugated materials with high energy efficiency so that we're getting the best R values and the best heating and cooling efficiency within the building that we possibly can. You can see from the design that we actually have the capability of using different materials, solar panels, etc., in order to help us support the building. It's going to be a very open space, very dynamic space for the community to look at.
They're protecting and preserving in place the existing Coy-Hoffman barn and silos. It's one of the older structures in the city of Fort Collins. It dates back to the late 1800s. And really making that a part of their corporate campus with the headquarters and their main buildings and really the people spaces focusing on that barn site.
My name is Tracy Dyer with the City of Fort Collins Engineering. I'm here to talk about some of the enhancements and improvements to this corridor to allow people to get around more freely and less obstructed. Along Lemay, we have several left-hand turn lanes that enter into the project as well as a right-hand turn lane. Magnolia becomes the focal point or the main entrance to the Woodward campus across from the Home Depot and Walmart currently. One of the better things that people will see is there'll be dedicated left turn lanes into these intersections that allow traffic to still continue to move freely north and south without being interrupted by turning motorists. So along Lemay, obviously we'll have sidewalks, median improvements, and ADA accessible pathways along this entire corridor. Jumping over to Lincoln Street, we have dedicated right-hand turn lanes into the site. Helping safety and accessibility again is a center left turn lane into businesses in both directions that allows east and westbound traffic to continue without being stopped. Another improvement and greatly needed is pedestrian connectivity. We have a sidewalk all along Lincoln, all the way over to the Cache Laputer Bridge. As conditions exist currently, there is no expectation that full closures will occur along either of these segments, South Lemay Avenue or Lincoln Avenue. Most of these improvements that you'll see will be conducted on the side or shoulders of the road, and a continuation of at least one lane is expected at all times.
As part of the Lincoln Corridor Plan process, we also have an opportunity to coordinate with the new Woodward expansion project on the south side of Lincoln, how that project will affect and impact the Lincoln Corridor. What we've heard so far is a lot of great feedback from the public on establishing a vision for the Lincoln Corridor. Our next steps are going to be looking at more specific design alternatives for Lincoln Avenue. And we're going to be asking the public to ultimately come up with a preferred plan for Lincoln Corridor. Our next public event is going to be in September. For new project information, it'll be on our webpage at fcgov.com/Lincoln. So this is a great opportunity for us to work together as we come up with a new design for Lincoln Avenue.
Hi folks, my name is Ana Arias. Buenos días y buenas tardes, señores y señoras. Mi nombre es Ana Arias. I work for the city of Fort Collins. Trabajo para la ciudad de Fort Collins. And I wanted to let you know that any folks out there in our fair city who are interested in learning more about the Lincoln Project or the Woodward Project can contact me. Y quería decirles que a cualquiera de ustedes que estén interesados en saber más sobre el proyecto de Lincoln o el proyecto de Woodward me pueden contactar a mí. My number is 970-221-6264 y mi número en español es el 970-221-6264. Gracias.